Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. This is Abhishek on the other side. Now, before starting today's video, I'd like to say that if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel because it is very much important, very much needed for the growth of this channel. And if you face any problem or if you have any doubt, do comment out it in the comment section below. I will be more than happy to reply to those comments. So without much further ado, let's start out today's video. So today we are gonna solve Jumken tree. Now it is a medium level question from LeetCode. The question states that given an array of non-negative integers ARR, you are initially positioned at start index of the array. When you are at index I, you can jump to index I plus ARR of I, or you can jump to I minus ARR of I. So we need to check if we can reach to any index with value 0. Notice that you cannot jump outside of the array at any time. So you are given an array of non-negative integer, right? Which means we are given an integer which is greater than equals to 0, right? And we are given a starting index I. So from this starting index I, we can either jump to I plus ARR of I, or we can jump to I minus ARR of I, right? So we need to find whether from this system, from this starting index, we can reach to a index which contains the value 0. So that's the question. So now let's understand this question with an example. So let's consider this example. So over here we are given an integer array which contains the elements as 4, 2, 3, 0, 3, 1 and 2, right? So these are the elements that this array contains, right? Now what is the index starting index? The starting index is 5, right? So if you this is of index 1, this is of index this is of index 0, this is of index 1, this is of index 2, this is of index 3, this is of index 4, this is of 5, and this is 6, right? Now our starting index is 5, right? So that means this is the element, right? So currently our I is in this index, right? It's index 5, right? And what's the value of ARR? Is 1, right? So we can either go to 5 plus 1 as told in the question, or we can go to 5 minus 1, right? So those are the two possible directions we can go, right? So let's say that we move to 5 minus 1, that is index 4, right? Or either we can move to this index, right? So let's say that we move to this index, right? That is index 4, right? Now the value over here we have is actually 3, right? 3 is the value. Okay, fine. So let's our I is 4 and our value here of I is 3, right? So we can either go to 4 plus 3, right, index, or we can go to 4 minus 3 index, right? So those are the two possible index we can go from here, right? But if you see, this is 7, right? And 7 is actually out of this array, right? And hence there is only one part we can go from 4, that is we'll go to index 1. So we'll come over here, right? From this 4 we'll come to this index. Now currently our I is 1 and our ARR of I is 2, right? So if you just increment 1 plus 2, it will be 3, right? And if you subtract 1 minus 2, then it is giving a negative number, right? And which is again out of this array, right? As there is no index which is negative, right? So we have only one path, that is we can reach to index 3. right, from 1. Now when we reach to index 3, we find that we have got the value 0, right, and hence it has returned a true statement, right. So that's exactly why what we need to do, right. So we need to print true if we can reach to a element which contains the value as 0, right, then only we need to return true. So let's understand another example. So now let's see this example. Okay, so over here क्या दिया हुआ हम लोगों को दिया है वैल्यू 3 0 2 1 and 2. So these are the values we are given, right. So यही वैल्यू दिया है हम लोगों को and what's the starting index, ये है हम लोग का starting index, right. अगर आप लोग इधर इंडेक्स लिखेंगे तो ये होगा 0, ये होगा 1, ये होगा 2, दिस इज 3 एंड दिस इज 4, राइट. सो ये है हम लोग का स्टार्टिंग इंडेक्स, राइट. सो अभी आई का वैल्यू क्या है, आई का वैल्यू अभी है 2, राइट. सो इधर से एंड एआरआर ऑफ आई का वैल्यू क्या है, 2 है. सो इफ यू जस्ट इंक्रीमेंट, so we can either go to 2 plus 2 or we can go to 2 minus 2, right. So these are the two possible direction. That is from here we can either go to this element or we can go to this element or this index, right. So let's say that we move to this index, right, that is index 0. Now if we move to index 0, what will happen, you'll see the value of I is 0, right. So if you perform I plus 3, right, if you perform I plus 3, then you saw that we have, then we'll move to index 3, right. So from okay, or we can move to I minus 3, right. So those are the two possible, right, where we can go. Now let's say that we can't go to this direction, right, because it's a negative index, right. Now let's say that we from this index, right, we went to this, we go to this index, right, go to index 3, right. Now currently our I is at index 3, right. So if you perform the operation of 1 again, then it will lead me to index 4, right. So let's say that we move to index 4 only, okay, or we can go to index 2, right, from here, right. So these are the two indexes that we can go from index 3, right. So let's say that we move to index 4, right. So again we need to perform this operation, but this 6, right, so it will be out of the box, so will not go. Now 4 minus 2, it will lead me to 2, right, but it is already visited, so we are not going to consider that. So again we're going to see this. Let's say that we move to index 2, right. If we move to index 2, so currently our I is at index 2, so if we just sum up 2, then it will lead me to 4, right, but it is already visited. And if you again go to index 2, or if you just subtract this 2 minus 2, it is 0, right, but 0 is also already visited. So we have seen that there is no other way we can reach the element 0, right, and hence it has returned me false. Now let's see the algorithm for this problem. Before coming to the algorithm, I would highly recommend you to watch my previous video on queue data structure. The reason being that I'm gonna use that data structure over here. So आप लोग पहले क्यू डेटा स्ट्रक्चर देखिए, उसके बाद इधर आइए, ठीक है. So gonna use breadth first search algorithm और BFS, right. So आप लोगों को पता ही होगा कि breadth first search algorithm बाइनरी ट्री का ट्रैवर्सल के काम में आता है, ठीक है. It is used to perform traversal in binary tree, a level of the traversal. So पहले समझते हैं कि बाइनरी ट्री में ये breadth first search कैसे काम करता है. So let's consider a binary tree. Let's say this is to be a root, okay. This is to be of one of the left child. This is the right child, right. Let's say this is your left child again. and this is your right child, right? And let's say it has a right child. So it's a simple binary tree, right, which I have drawn, and this is the root of the binary tree. So अभी हम लोग इधर है, इस रूट पे है, ठीक है ना? So इस रूट से हम लोग कहाँ जा सकते हैं? We can either move to go to 2 or we can go to 3, right? So हम लोग बेस्ट फर्स्ट सर्च में क्या करते हैं कि एक तो क्यू रहता है. So let's consider क्यू, okay? So this is a queue. So currently we are at 1, right? So हम लोग ये 1 को क्यू के अंदर डालेंगे, ठीक है? No problem. Fine. Now और हम लोग एक तो विजिटर एरे रखेंगे, ठीक है ना? So let's consider a visitor array. बाइनरी ट्री में विजिटर एरे का जरूरत नहीं होता, but because here is no cycle, but जो एल्गोरिथम हम लोग यूज करने वाले हैं उसमें लगेगा. तो अभी रहने दीजिए ये विजिटर एरे का, ठीक है? अभी जरूरत नहीं है इसका, जब जरूरत रहेगा तब यूज करेंगे हम लोग इसका. So currently we have pushed 1 into our queue, right? So हम लोग का queue में अभी 1 pushed है. So ये 1 से हम लोग कहाँ जा सकते हैं? हम लोग 2 में जा सकते हैं या 3 में. So पहले 2 को पुश करते हैं, ठीक है? और ये 3 को पुश करते हैं, ठीक है? और ये 1 को हम लोग पॉप कर देंगे. So 1 को पॉप कर दिए और पॉप करके इसको प्रिंट कर देंगे, ठीक है ना? So 1 is now printed, right? उसके बाद हम लोग का जो फ्रंट है वो 2 है. 2 is our current front, right? Right. 2 is our current front. अभी जो है वो 2 है. So 2 को हम लोग current front है. So 2 से हम लोग कहाँ जा सकते हैं? 2 से हम लोग 4 में आ सकते हैं या फिर 5 में आ सकते हैं, right? So let me just shift this position to over here, okay? That's okay. Fine. Yeah. So 2 से हम लोग 4 में जा सकते हैं या फिर 5 में जा सकते हैं. So उस 4 को हम लोग इसके अंदर पुश करेंगे, 4, and next we are gonna have 5, okay? So हम लोग दोनों को पुश करेंगे और 2 को पॉप आउट कर देंगे क्यू से. So अभी हम लोग फ्रंट का है, फ्रंट 3 में है, राइट? So 3 में हम लोग कहाँ जा सकते हैं? 6 में जा सकते हैं. So 6 को हम लोग पुश करेंगे, राइट? और हाँ 2 को पॉप करने के बाद हम लोग 2 को प्रिंट कर देंगे, ठीक है? So हाँ अब और अभी तो कोई एलिमेंट नहीं है ना जिससे 3 से हम लोग जा सकते हैं, तो फिर 3 को हम लोग पॉप कर देंगे, राइट? और प्रिंट कर देंगे उधर. So now our front is at 4, right? अब 4 से तो हम लोग कहीं पे भी नहीं जा सकते, ये इधर null है, right? And here is also our null, right? So both, as it doesn't have any child, right? So हम लोग fold को pop कर देंगे और इधर print कर देंगे, ठीक है? Similarly हम लोग 5 को pop कर देंगे और print कर देंगे क्योंकि it doesn't have any child, right? So next we are gonna pop 6 from the queue, right? Because 6 doesn't have any child, right? And we're gonna print 6, right? And hence this is the array which we have got, right? So now let's understand how we can use this concept, the concept of BFS in our question, okay? So let's say that we are given this array, right? And we are given the index or starting index as 5, right? Okay, so if you consider the index, so this is of 0, the 1, this is of 2, this is of 3, right? This is of 4, this is of 5, and this is so currently our starting index as that is at index 5, right? So let me just consider it to be the root, okay? Now while I'm just when you write the algorithm, you don't need to convert this array into this graph, right? Because we can do this easily by using just the BFS, okay? I am doing this just to explain you guys, okay? So we're currently at 5, right? Now from index 5 we can either go to index 5 plus 1, right? Okay, or to index 5 minus 1. So okay, that is we can either go to index 4 or we can go to index 6, right? So those are the two index that we can go, right? Now from from 4, right, we can either go to index uh, 4 plus 3, right? Or we can go to index, that is index 7, or we can go to index 4 minus 3, right? That is index 1, right? So these are the two indexes we can go. And from 6 we can either go to index 6 plus 2, that is 8. Okay, and or we can go to index 4, right? That is this index. Okay, now from index 1 we can either go to index, yeah, from index 1, right? So we can either go to index 3, or we can go to index minus 2 minus 1, sorry. Now from 7, now we are not going to consider this 7, right, because it is not present in this array. And we are also not going to consider this 8, right? And hence we are also not going to consider this minus 1 because it is out of this array, right? Now from this index 3, right, it's 0, right? So we're going to stop over there because we can no other divide this into two parts, right? And there is no way we can go to any other indexes, right? So we're going to stop over here. Now next thing we're going to draw a queue. Okay, so let's create a queue. Okay, and let's also create an array, a visitor array probably. Okay, let's create a visitor array of size, let's say size of the array, right? So here the size of the array is 7, right? So of, of size 7, right? Let's create that. So on block, this is another, and this is another, this is another, and this is another, right? These are all 0, this is also 0, this is also 0, this is also 0, this is also 0, or 0, or you can write false also, which means that it is not visited still, right? So now currently we are at 5, right? Okay, so which means that we are going to make this as weighted, okay, as 1, which means that it is weighted, right? And we are going to push this into our queue. Now whether we're going to check whether this error of 5 is equal to 0 or not. Now we know that error of 0 is not equals to 0, right? It's 1. So we're going to move forward. Now from this 5 we can go to either go to index 4 or we can go to index 6, right? So let's push this to index 4. Now we have visited to index 4, right? So let me just make it as visited. Okay, and let me just move it to index 6, right? So since we have pushed index 6 into our queue, so we're going to make this as visited, and we're going to pop this 5 because there is no other way we can go from index 5, right? Now currently our front is at index 4, right? From 4 we can go to either index 1 or we can go to index 7. So let's say we move to index 1. Okay, so we're going to make this as widget, right? Now we're not going to push this index 7 into our queue, the reason being that it is out of the queue. Okay, that's the first reason. Okay, so we're not going to push this. So now there is no other way we can go to any other indexes, right? We can also try to go to index 6, but index 6 is already featured, right? So we're not going to consider that. So we're going to just pop this out from the queue. Now our front is at 6, right? So from 6 we can either go to index 5, but 5 is already visited, right? Or we can go to index 4, but 4 is already visited, so we can't go, right? So we're just going to pop this out. before that we're gonna also check whether our AR of 6 is equals to 0 or not, right? Next we are at index 1, right? Next we're gonna check whether this AR of 1 is equals to 0. But if you check for the AR of 1, it is 2, right? So it's not equal to 0. So we're gonna check whether, so now it contains -1. Now we cannot push this -1 into a cube because it is out of the range, right, in this array. But we can push 3, right, because it is non-visited, right, and it is also between in this present in this array. So and hence we're going to make this as visited, and we're going to push this 3 into a queue. Next, since we have no other way to go from this one, so we can just pop this out from the queue. So now we are at index 3, right? Now we're going to check whether this AR of 3 is equals to 0. Now we find that AR of 3 is 0, right? And hence we are going to return true, right? Hence we are going to return true. But let's say that this is not 0, okay? This is of some other value. Let's say that it is of something called as 1, okay? Then what happens? Then from 3 we can either move to index 4, right? Or we can either go to index 2. So which means that we just need to, so what do which means we just need to pop this, right? Pop it from the, and just need to push this 2 and 2, because we can't push 4 because it is already visited, right? Now then we're going to go to foot 3, right? But if you check 3, then from index 2 we can go to index 5, right? And hence it is already visited. 2 is, we're going to make 2 visited, and 5 is also visited, and this is out of the index, that is -1. So in that situation we're going to return false, okay? And this is how the algorithm works, okay? Now the time complexity for this algorithm will be like it's gonna have big of n, right? Because in the worst case it may happen we travel through each and every, right, each and every indexes for this array, right? It may happen like that. And the space complexity is big of n because we are using a visitor array over here, as you can see, right, to check whether it is already visited or not, right? Okay, right. So now let's see the code for the algorithm. So let's now understand the code for this algorithm. So at first we have declared a visited array over here, which is of size size of the array, right? And initially each of the elements for this visited array is false, right? As you can see, we have considered 0 over here, and here we have considered false. Okay, no problem. Next we have made the visitor of start, that is a starting index of the visited array, as true, which means that it is visited, right? And next we have created a queue over here. Now in that queue we have pushed the starting index, right? Over here, if you consider this example, we have pushed 5 as a starting index over here, right? Now next we have taken a while loop. Now inside the while loop we have written a condition not queue dot empty, which means that we need to check that if your queue is empty, then we are going to terminate from this while loop. But if it is not, then we are going to go inside the while loop and we are going to execute the statements which are there in the while loop, right? Now next we have declared a variable current index, which is storing the value of q dot front, right? That is the front index, front value of the top value of the queue, right? Now next we have declared another variable, that is way1. Now there is two ways, right? Or the two ways we can take, right? That is, we can either go from index minus AR of index, or we can go to index plus AR of index. So that's what I've taken over here. I have actually, you can consider this to be the current index, right? And you can also consider this to be the current index as well. So let me just rename it as current index. and this is also your current index, right? Now, so we have actually got the two ways, right? We can move. Now next we need to check whether the ARR of the current index is equals to 0, okay? Whether the element is 0 or not, right? In that particular index. If it is 0, then we are just going to return true, and that's all. But if it is not, then we are going to check whether our way1 is greater than equals to 0, right? Because we can't consider a negative number as the, you know, we can't consider a negative number as the index, right? And hence we are going to check whether it is greater than equals to 0 or not, right? And then we are going to check again whether, now why we haven't checked for the condition that way1 is less than the array of size or not. The reason being that in way1 we are actually subtracting it, right? So if you subtract, so let's say that we are over here, right? If we subtract, then we go in this direction, right? Not in this direction. We can never go in this direction, right? We will always go in this direction. So therefore there may be a possibility that that our way1 is actually greater than, is actually less than 0, right? It becomes negative. So hence we have checked for that condition only, not not the other one, that is way1 less than error of size, because it does not make any sense, right? So once we have got a valid index, then we are going to push this into our queue, and we are going to make the visited of way1 is equals to true, right? So we're going to make this as visited, right? Next we are going to check for way2. Now in way2 we are checking whether way2 is actually less than the array dot size. What does it mean? So if you, in way2 what are we doing, we are actually incrementing it, right? So when you increment, we go in this direction, right? Not in this direction. We can never go in this direction. No way we are going to go in this direction, right? So it doesn't make any sense to check for like way2 is less than 0 or not, because it will never happen, right? So we're just checking for this condition, and next we are checking whether it is visited or not. Now if it is not visited, then we are going to push this way2 in our queue.push, right? And then we are going to check, and we're going to store the visited of way2 as true, which means that it is visited. And finally we are going to pop the element from the queue. Now it may happen that even after running all this condition, the queue becomes empty. Now if your queue becomes empty, then we are going to run a false return false, which means that there is no way we can get to the value 0, right, from the starting index. So now let's run this code. Now if you run this code, then it will be, as you can see, that it is accepted, right? So let me just submit it. So if you submit it, see again it is accepted, right? So if you now see the time complexity, then it is big of n, right? Because over here we are running a while loop, right? And the space complexity is big of n because over here we have taken this visited array, right? So I hope that you like this video. If you like this video, do give a thumbs up to the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon in order to get the latest notification first. So that's all for today. I'll see you in my next video. I'm